Walt Disney World Transportation. Stay tuned for more information. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Jillian.
And today we're talking about Walt Disney World Transportation. So on this last trip was our first chance to take any of the boats. Just FYI for mobility scooters and wheelchairs, it is kind of tight getting on and off the boats. Can it be done? Yes, it can be. But it is a little weird.
There's this like little corridor that you have to go through, and it's very, very tiny and very, very tight.
At least the boats we went on. I think some of them are better than others. It depends on where you were staying. We were staying at Fort Wilderness in the cabins, so we happened to take the boats a few times from the cabins at Fort Wilderness.
And if you need assistance, feel free to ask the cast members. They will be glad to assist.
They will be, for sure. But the boats are really, they weren't that bad. Just FYI, in the afternoon, I did take the boat from Hollywood Studios to Epcot, and it got kind of stuffy inside because they had the windows closed because it was raining. There is no air conditioning. Just be aware. But the boats are a super cool method of transportation. The next most common method of transportation in Walt Disney World are the Disney buses. Yes, we have ridden on these Disney buses many times. They can fit 2 mobility scooters or wheelchairs in at a time. If there's more than that, you will be asked to wait for the next bus. The buses go all over Walt Disney World, from the resorts to the parks, from the resorts to Disney Springs. So chances are, if you're at Walt Disney World using Disney Transportation, you will be riding a Disney bus. They are requiring masks right now due to COVID, and so are the boats on the indoor transportation when you're on the inside. If you're on the outside of the boats, you don't have to wear a mask, but on the inside you do.
So with the boats, if you're on the bow or the stern, you don't have to wear a mask.
This next mode of transportation is the only one we haven't been on yet, which is the monorail. The monorails run around Magic Kingdom and Epcot and to and from several of the resorts. There are resort loops monorails. We have been on them at Disneyland. We love the monorail at Disneyland. It's an amazing transportation. Just have not had a chance to go on it at Walt Disney World yet. This final method, and is kind of our newest favorite one, is the Disney Skyliner. Beware of it if you have a fear of heights or flying. But just be aware, if you're staying on a Skyliner resort, that you will only have the Skyliner to Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
So, as the Disney Skyliner is the newest mode of transportation, that is our favorite, and the fact that I've got some mild anxiety with going on the Skyliner because I feel like I'm suffocating every time I ride it, I've discovered that if you sit facing forward when you're riding it, it's a lot easier to go on the Skyliner than versus sitting backwards.
Pro tip, if you're leaving Epcot and want to catch the Harmonious fireworks, the Skyliner is a great place to do it. That one you will have to ride backwards, though, to really get a good view. That's what these pictures are. Anyway, the Disney Skyliner, as long as it's moving, the air flows pretty well, even in the summer when it's muggy. It does get a little bit weird when it stops, which can happen. We haven't broke down on it yet. God willing, we don't. But so far, it's been a pretty good transportation system. Thanks for watching.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video or go live.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Pinterest.
You can support us on our Patreon. We have tiers starting at $1 per month.
Thank you for all your support. If you want to see more, click the video in your right-hand corner.